different transmission.
Today in the shop we have a 911 transmission that has come to us in pieces. It's clean on the outside, but a little bit dirty on the inside.
Not the worst, but not the best.
It's a little bit roundy.
Yeah. When you change the dog teeth, you can see this side's better. Not as bad. Still a little roundy. But when you change the dog teeth, you want to change the slider as well. I've already new dog teeth installed. First, second, third. First gear slider, I would probably say we can get away with. Only because these are so expensive too. Okay. Today we are putting together a 911 transaxle, and this was brought to us in pieces by the customer, and the original ring and pinion had failed, where it had metal fatigue, had pitted, so he found a good used set, and we're going to start putting it all back together. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the design deviation off of this one, and it's a little bit hard to read.
Let's see.
0.10 plus. So if we look at our design dimension, this is a 71 model, so we use R as 63.2, and we go 63.2 plus 0.10 equals 63.30, and we're going to take our average 64.7, and this is all to calculate the initial shim pack, minus 63.30, and that's going to equal 1.40 is our starting shim pack size. So in the parts that he supplied, I only have one shim. Normally there's three, and it's a 0.31, 0.30. So we are going to go in and build a shim pack. 1.40. So there's my shim pack.
Okay,
We've got 4 shims. And it's just literally mix and match to get as close as we can. I'd say that's pretty much right on 1.40.
So what are we looking at?
So first gear synchro only has one brake band because it only needs to brake in one direction, and has a specialized stop, just like in the shop manual that shows how the thing works.
Okay. Oh, and that's already on there.
Yeah.
And the dog teeth are also one direction?
No, they're not asymmetrical. That's
like an
9/15.
update? Oh, okay. So that's another difference with the 911.
Yes. So this is just prepping and waiting.
Oh.
Because we...
Let's go order those parts right now.
Yeah.
And more.
$140, $141.
Next some crash 140.
Spicy. Sweet. Okay, there's our pinion shaft assembled. Just got to put our annular bearing on here and time to do the input shaft.
So he knew he spun already? Or he just...
No, I have no idea.
We're just going to use the new plate. Have you tried it on for size?
I don't care. They're always bad.
Why do they stick out so much? It's just how it is.
Why does what stick
That's
out?
just the design, the way they're made. The bearing sticks out so much. I thought it would be flush with the situation. It's a... Oh, worn out teeth.
Didn't tell me that these had been drilled.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't even do it up. How are you supposed to do that up?
Can't.
Oh.
He obviously stripped them when he took it apart. So we're dead in the water again. Because I don't
Can
have
you-
these bolts.
Can you thread this?
Nope. Plus it won't take the top. It's
Oh, it's a
structurally
prettier-
unsound.
Oh. Well, one step forward.
That's one of the things that suck when you don't pull the thing apart.
Already rebuilt the...
Nope.
This one's going to be hard because everyone has been.
Came off in the press pretty easy.
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to be... There you go.
I mean, it's nice. It's what one is looking for in a transmission.
I can't see what's difference between a 901 and a 911 and 915. I can tell a turbo one now.
Biggest difference is the way the whole transmission is put together is different. This uses an intermediate shaft, intermediate plate to hold everything, whereas 915 is bolted to the bell housing. For the gear set adjustment, the synchros 3rd, 4th and 5th are the same in a 915. Whereas a 911, 901, 902, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are all the same size. Shift pattern's different. Casing's different.
Is that where the reverse is off to the...
Dog leg first.
Oh, up high.
Yeah, reverse is... Whereas in a 915 it's in a conventional spot.
I don't like it up by first. It was like that in the BMW too.
Makes more sense for it to be there.
Why?
Because your first to second's more pop pop.
Yeah. Nice new synchro.
That's why whenever I replace dog teeth, I always replace these.
Why aren't you replacing this one?
Because I didn't replace dog teeth and it's not worn out.
On this gear. So you've done it on the other gears.
Yeah, on second and third I put a new one on. Just got to get all the synchro material out.
You should try the ultrasonic again. It takes too long to heat up.
Yeah, by the time it's heated up, I'll be sleeping.
Thumbs of steel. Not me.
No, this one's going to fight me the whole way.
Yeah, I can see that synchro wants to come out. That's a difference too. I haven't seen bearings like that before.
Half shells.
Yeah. Is it just this one or all 911 ones?
Don't know the answer to that. Some have it, some don't.
Do you need something out of the old one?
Nope. A little rusty in there.
I saw the rust. Okay, it wasn't looking nice. Do you need to heat any of this bearing?
Okay. It ain't going together by itself. Well, because this is the top part.
Oh, okay.
So the cage covering this thing must face towards the clutch plate splines. This way, so it faces up.
Okay.
It's a little bit different because they ask us to lubricate the threads, which is different.
That is different.
For a 915, everything's pretty much dry.
What's the torque?
120 newton meters. No problems.
Do you want me to hold anything? I could tell you the numbers.
123.
Just one tabby tab?
Yeah. Input shaft is done. Sure all our gears line up. We can put our bearing races in our case, but we need to order 2 bolts for this because we did not know, since we didn't take it apart,
Oh, you've trashed them already.
that
Yeah, you trashed a couple.
they had been drilled to take apart. So back on hold again. Hurry up and wait. We could do the synchro on first gear too. Let's do that.
I don't see another ring. Is it a
Only
bigger
needs
ring?
one,
Oh.
because it only breaks in one direction.
No, but a new... Oh, this one looks new.
It is. Customer supply.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's verify the
So
direction.
you're breaking into your shim packs because...
Because that's what you have to do. If you don't have shims, you can't do transmissions.
This is his shim pack?
Yep.
What's this? Oh, it's both sides, top and bottom. I'm recording now. I wasn't recording.
First of many applications.
Oh, it has to come off again?
Yeah, because you know the backlash isn't going to be right.
It's going to be perfect. Why are you so negative? It's just to torque these guys?
Yep.
But you won't put the little retainers on until the...
No, I'll put the retainers on.
Well, why did he take it apart?
Because he had to put a new ring on it.
Oh, this is the new ring.
Yeah. Come on.
Whoops, this is so slipping. Oh, there you go.
It's tight.
That's different. This is a 911 one? That's different than the others. Definitely different. Deeper dishes. Mustn't have been for very long that they had this one. Because
1965 to 71.
So this is drag or backlash we're going to do? Drag and backlash? Why are you shaking your head at me?
Just drag.
Just drag.
It really feels better.
I can't remember doing drag already, but we must have.
It's because you missed it.
No, the first time I did it, didn't I?
You missed it.
I didn't miss it.
Yeah, because I put the diff in.
Oh, well. What was the drag before?
Nothing. Zero.
Oh, okay.
That's why I replaced the bearings.
Okay.
Right now, our drag is right at 3. Feels good. 2.5 Newton meters. So 250. Feels great.
And no startup grab or anything like.
Nope.
Just a nice constant.
Yep, feels good. I had
Isn't it
to
play on that?
reconfigure the shim pack
Yeah.
because the shim pack was low and same size top and bottom, which is fine if you've adjusted to that. But since this is a new ring and pinion set, or new to this case, typically you make the bottom one 0.1 bigger than the top, so it keeps it away from the ring gear, and then I can adjust from there. Okay, so we're getting ready to assemble the intermediate plate. I've got our bearings in, replacement bolts came in, so I've got everything installed and torqued down the retaining plate on the back around here. It holds it all together, and we're going to get the gear shafts in and get everything kind of going back together, get it ready to slide into the case and set our final pinion depth. Okay, pinion shaft torqued, and we'll get the input shaft. We'll just put it in gear, leave our tool on to do it at the same time.
I thought it had more to do up. Got a cotter pin in that one.
Going to exceed the torque
By a little bit.
because the closest pin.
It's a different noise when you exceed it. I could hear it. You hear that?
Yeah.
It's telling you off. What do you end up being?
84. But I have no choice because the next pin below it was way too loose. It was only like 30 Newton meters.
Oh. Just to line up with the holes. Oh yeah. Focus.
So one of the problems we just encountered with this intermediate plate, this one's an aftermarket one. I'm not 100% sure where it came from, so I'm not going to speculate. But different from the factory, they have, if you can see in there, there's a bronze bushing down there, and there's also one down in here. Yep. Problem is, shaft, this has a step on it, which is normal, right here. And they sized the bushing for this size here. So when I went to put it in, could not put it in. Of course, I got all of this assembled now. So what I had to do is take one of my reams that was on size for the larger bore, coat it in grease, and very slowly wide it through to make sure I could get all of the chips stuck in the grease and not through the transmission. So one of the things to check with any part is, did they make it right?
We're just going to use the new plate. Have you tried it on for size?
Okay. So we've got all our detent system in, our interlock detent, which goes in here. It all drops down. That's why we mounted the intermediate plate upside down in our vise. Last detent's going in with a spring, and this should suck this into position. Then we can set up all our selectors. Okay, so we've got our jig fixture to hold everything in place, and we're just going to adjust all of our synchros. So I'm going to start with first reverse. Okay. And here we want to make sure we got like 2 to 3 millimeters, which we do. And in the same view, we want to make sure we've got 2 to 3 millimeters spacing there. Probably have done this up a little bit more. And of course it moved. Okay. Should put it in fifth.
It's in gear.
No, I should have put it in fifth.
Oh. So this is, there's no gasket there
No
yet.
gasket, no selector. Just so I could get my pinion depth. All right, so I've put our gear set in with the intermediate plate, torqued our hold down screws, put our diff bar in to measure our depth. Now, no gaskets right now, and I expect it to be in too deep. And it is by right at, it needs a 0.1 of a millimeter gasket. No problems. Problem is, the aftermarket gasket kit, which is the same manufacturer as the genuine one, now for about the last 10 years has only come with a 0.25 intermediate plate gasket. They used to come with the same as the Porsche set that would come with multiple gaskets. So we have genuine Porsche, and you'll see in here we have multiple intermediate plate gaskets in multiple thicknesses. So what's the difference, you ask? $400 from Paul. $80 to $100 depending on who you find it from at whatever particular time. Downside is now I've got to look through, I keep or have kept over the years from doing a lot of transmissions, all the gaskets that I don't use. So first I got to go through my folder, see if I have a 0.1 gasket left. My options at this point is I can order individual gaskets from Porsche. It just takes a long time. It'll take 2 weeks to get here. And probably pay more in shipping than the gasket. The gasket's probably $18 and I'll probably pay $50 in shipping. Or the other alternative is pull the whole thing apart, recalculate the shim pack. So take 0.15 out of my pinion to send it deeper in. Actually, I'd add 0.15 to send it deeper in. Put it all back together again. And then I can use the 0.25 gasket in the kit. So yeah, not a good situation. And this is part and parcel of the way all of these jobs are going now. A job that used to take 18, 19 hours is now taking 30 to 40 hours just because we're dealing with intermediate plates that don't fit, looking for different gaskets because we can't just buy a gasket kit easily. It just, the list goes on.
It's very sensitive.
Point one.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Nothing. They just,
Trying to stick your fingers in there again?
yeah. Because I don't want the magnet to fall off or whatever. Everyone would have had one.
It's within 0.03, I would say. Okay, so I got my gaskets out of Porsche and put them on, but didn't get the result that I expected. It came back at a plus 0.05 of a millimeter, which is kind of right there, but it shouldn't have changed in any way. So I pulled my bar, checked my calibration, no problems there. And what I noticed was this case has been painted, and I had scraped off some little bits of paint that had come in, and we're talking about measurements that are half the size of a piece of paper. So it's very, very tight. Any interference will create a problem. And I was looking a little harder at the studs, and I found that the studs, a lot of them weren't seated all the way in. So here's our stud, and our stud was kind of hanging out. Then I ran into and cleaning, because I was re-scraping and redoing everything. You can see around here on this ring where the stud had actually started to pull. In fact, on this one, the stud did pull, and I'm going to have to time sert it, but what you'll notice is there's a lip right there. If I scrape on it, you can see how it turns shiny. Yeah. And what it is, it's just, this is a 55-year-old case. And this stuff is just normal wear and tear for something this old, but I had to pull all the studs out. I'm going to have to time sert this. I'm going to have to counterbore everything again, retap all of my threads, make sure everything is flat, and start again. Okay, so another thing I didn't like was the front seal. It was really hard to drive in, and right at the very end, it showed this piece of rubber like this, where it gold up, even though it was lubricated in both the hole and on the seal with silicone. The other thing is the one in the L-ring kit is a VW style, so it's got this big lip out in the front. So I grabbed a factory one that we had in stock, and it's a nice flat seal. It drove in much nicer. It doesn't have the lip that protrudes out, and sometimes this lip can get involved with the guide tube that sits and bolts over here. But much nicer fit, no rubber coming out. This one might have sealed, and I just don't want to take the chance with a might have sealing. So much better fit. Sometimes you just got to pay more money and get a better part. All right, so in the back here, time inserted the hole here, rethreaded every other hole, got my flat piece of glass, and was able to flatten everything. You can see where the gaskets has been sitting, where it's still a little bit black. The gasket actually eats into the metal, so we had a high spot here. Around pretty much all of the bolt holes we had high spots. And now everything is super clean. I just hosed it all out with solvent, aired it all out, and I'm ready to put all my studs back in and start the whole measurement process again. All right, now I'm in too deep. I gotta order a whole new set of gaskets because the 0.1 won't get it.
Are you plussy or any around?
I need 0.15.
Oh, and what's this?
0.23. That's what came in the gasket.
Oh, that's why it is too far out.
So I need a 0.15. Come on. Look at that.
That's a lot smaller.
0.0, less than 0.01 out.
Great, that's the right one. You can leave it in there now. Oh no, you got to take it all apart anyway? No? Okay, great. Awesome.
Yep.
Yay.
Finally. Okay, so the ideal backlash on this one is 0.15, and I've already had it in once. I set my S totals with a preload earlier, so now it's a matter of shuffling shims back and forth. And when I started, my first reading was like 0.32 of a millimeter, so way too big. So I just made a small shim change, and right now we are, I gotta make sure I can hold it. Coming in at about 0.14, 0.13. So about as close as I can get to the ideal. Minimum is 0.12. So we're definitely right there. I've already checked it at a few other places. It's consistent all the way around. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll bring the cover over. That's it.
What was the talk?
35. Okay, simple job. Put the end housing on the transmission after making all adjustments. Problem is, doesn't want to go. We measure our post. Let's say that's pretty much right there at 20 millimeters. Measure our super duper aftermarket intermediate plate is 19.5 millimeters. So now I have to pull the whole lot apart to be able to ream that, wash everything, and put it all back together. So this is where aftermarket parts suck. I don't know how to say it any nicer. I don't know for sure whose plate this one is. There are a number of different ones out there. Hopefully the owner didn't pay a lot of money for it because it's costing him more in time for us to put it together. So I'm just doing a test fit. We've pulled it all out, reamed it, and now just test fitting the housing, and the shaft slides in. I'm not going to press it all the way home. I'm on my pins here. Before I couldn't even get, because the hole size was a 1/2 millimeter too small, so I'd get to right here and it would just lock up. Couldn't budge it, and I could feel it was really tight. So now the thing slides in like it's supposed to. It's supported correctly. Just $200 later for a ream. Go turn the differential, please. Put that camera down. You need to turn both at the same time.
Ouch. Does it help if I spin it?
Spin it. I'm just going to make sure it drives.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Does it matter which direction I spin?
You're spinning it the right way, clockwise.
I'm spinning away from me.
Yeah, clockwise.
Oh.
Okay. Next gear, spin it.
Oh, it's harder.
Okay. Neutral.
Yeah, oh, neutral feels great.
Okay, middle gears. Okay, spin it.
Oh, they're easier.
Yep. Spin it.
Should be in reverse now.
Nope.
Oh, that's harder.
Yeah, that's third gear.
Okay.
Okay. Back to neutral. And first, I think, or reverse. Spin it. No, reverse. There's reverse. That should be first. Yep.
Great.
Let's check the reverse light switch.
Let me check it again. Spin it for you. Nothing's got, you're in neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's a bad switch. Spin it.
You're in, oh no, you're in something.
I'm in reverse. The pin's working. So the backup light switch, I'm compressing the switch on the pin, just like the transmission is doing. And yet we have no continuity. Check my meter. Yeah, my meter works. So it's a bad backup light switch. Well, this wraps it up for the Type 911 transaxle. A little bit different than what we have been doing from the 915s. Took a little more work because of the aftermarket parts not fitting so well. But everything turned out well, and I expect it to run without any issues. Okay, there's a pinion shaft assembled.